Hi folks, we're about to start the graduation ceremony now, so could I please invite you all to stand for the academic procession. Thank you.
I declare open this graduation ceremony. Please be seated. Friends, colleagues, and graduating students, you are very welcome to this Ulster University graduation. Before we start formally, I just want to say one word to you, the class of 2022. Congratulations. Well done in getting to this point. It's no exaggeration to say that all of my colleagues and I are absolutely thrilled to be with you today, here to celebrate you and everything that you've achieved. This is your day, one that you've worked incredibly hard for, and one that we want all of you and your family and friends who are also with us here today to enjoy, and I hope you all make the most of this celebration. For those of you in the audience, when your friend or loved one comes across the stage, feel free to applaud, cheer, shout, however you want to make your congratulations known. Let's make some noise. It's perfectly okay to do so. We look at seems like a really formal ceremony, and in some ways it is that formal occasion, but it's absolutely a joyous one too, and it's perfectly okay to make some noise when you see your loved ones going across the stage. And for you, our graduating students, when you come across the stage, do take your time, enjoy the moment, and you deserve it. Sometimes when I'm at the front and I'll meet and greet you at the front of the stage, people kind of want to get across as quickly as possible, but as you stop to greet me in the middle here, there'll be someone taking your photograph. So do take the time to ensure that you just don't run on by. And when we meet in the middle, we can either shake hands, elbow bump, fist pump, whatever you'd like to do. Just give me a little of a signal at the front if you want to do something other than shake hands, and that'll stop us doing the rock, paper, scissors thing as we get to the front here. That's fine. And then as you get off the stage, there will be a little bit of hand sanitizer as we go forwards with that. So, today's a really important day, and we hope that you'll remember it for a long time to come. It's certainly an important day, not just for you, but for Ulster University, as we recognise the achievements for everyone sitting to my left here. And we're also really pleased today that we are joined for the first time, actually, from our colleagues from the College of Medicine and Dentistry, as we graduate students in the subject of dentistry for the very first time. And the successful completion of any university course is, I think that does deserve a round of applause, doesn't it? Thank you for that. The successful completion of any university course is always a momentous personal milestone. It represents the culmination of years of dedicated study, effort, determination, and commitment, and is an opportunity for public recognition of the hard work that has got you here. For you, this is even more special because you kept going and achieved your results despite having to contend with everything that the COVID pandemic threw at us. You refused to let anything get in the way of completing your program. Well done. You have every right to be proud of yourself and your achievements, and as a university, we are of course proud of you too. The university staff who have supported you, the lecturers, technicians, and professional services teams have also contributed to your learning experience, and I extend my thanks to each of them. And I'd just like to turn to my colleagues here and say thank you very much for all of the work that you've done in supporting our graduates here today. Thank you. We are all thrilled, my colleagues and I, with your success, and we're delighted to be celebrating your success here today. But of course, we're not the only ones celebrating you today. There's a whole other side of the house, so to speak, here. And you graduate today as a daughter or a son, perhaps a sister or a brother, a husband or a wife, a grandchild, a childhood friend. And I'm sure you're a deep source of pride to those closest to you. And those people will, I've no doubt, have been a source of great support to you over the course of your study. We know the important role they play in the university journey, and we're honoured to have so many of you on this side of the house with us here today. And I know that the people to my left here will want to thank you with me. So I invite all of you, our graduates, to stand with me and to applaud those on the other side of the house, and so that we can show our appreciation for everyone who's helped you along the way. Thank you very much. Please be seated, and thanks for showing your appreciation in that way. As a university, our purpose is to be transformative, and a transformative influence really on people's lives, nothing less than that. And of course, a critical part of that transformation process is ensuring that our students develop the knowledge and skills they need to take the next step in their careers, or indeed self-employment in many cases too. One measure of success in that is, of course, the qualification that you are going to receive formally shortly. Hard to measure perhaps, but just as important for us at Ulster University is the ambition that we foster, the self-belief we develop in you, and the hope and potential that is so evident here today. We truly believe that you have everything that it takes to make a positive impact in your chosen field and on our society more broadly. So in that spirit, I say be bold, be brave, be determined, and believe in yourself. Sheryl Sandberg once said, being confident and believing in your own self-worth is necessary in achieving your potential. So regardless of your subject area, you are now the disruptive innovators, the critical thinkers, the problem solvers, the creative minds, the entrepreneurs, the visionaries who will have such an influence on the future of our society. So I'll say it again, believe in yourself. And I think it's quite daunting when you complete your program of study and you go out into your chosen vocation to think you're the new person in that area. You know, I'm still the learner in this case. Have confidence in yourself. Don't underestimate the degree to which that's what your employers or business partners have bought into. They've brought into your fresh thinking. They've brought into your skills. They've brought into your confidence and your competence. And absolutely, you should have that belief in yourself. And as Michelangelo said, the greatest danger for most of us is not that our aim is too high and we miss it, but it's too low and we reach it. So I urge you to aim high, and Ulster University will continue to support you as you do. Indeed, you're now part of a vibrant, welcoming, supportive and inspiring Ulster University alumni community. You are part of our community, and we will remain some of your biggest champions and supporters. We'll continue to provide you with the opportunities to stay involved with the university. Although many of you have left the university campus, you're not leaving the Ulster University network. Indeed, you're part of a vibrant and active alumni community, which represents more than 200,000 graduates spread all over the world, and I would encourage you to keep in touch. We do, of course, want to keep up to date with how you're getting on and celebrate all of the successes that you'll have. But we also want to continue to provide you with the opportunities for partnerships, for collaborations, and indeed to inspire those who will follow you through the corridors of this university. For you leave behind a legacy for them, those who come next. A legacy of success and accomplishment that will empower them and their ability to achieve. Do not underestimate that. and the impact you're already having in the world. Now, sometimes during these events, we like to draw inspiration from the day itself. And on this day, 1st of July, actually in 1905, Albert Einstein introduced his theory of special relativity. And I'm sure some of the scientists with us here today would say, changed the field of physics forever. However, one of Einstein's more philosophical lessons is something that resonates with me today, and I hope it will with you too. His advice to us was, learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is to not stop questioning. So enjoy your day today, live for today, and on behalf of all of us, congratulations again. Thank you. In accordance with the wishes of the Senate, and by virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer honorary degrees, and other academic distinctions of the University of Ulster on those named in the conferment list approved by the Senate. I therefore call upon Professor Hutchinson, Pro-Vice-Chancellor for Academic Quality and Student Experience, to present Patricia Donnelly for the honorary degree of Doctor of Science.
Vice-Chancellor, colleagues, ladies, gentlemen, and graduating students, I am delighted and honoured to present Patricia Donnelly, OBE, for this honorary degree today. It is fitting to be able to make this award here today at our Coleraine campus, where Patricia completed an undergraduate degree in psychology in 1976, and where I hope she has had many happy memories. Following her time here in Coleraine, Patricia completed her master's and went on to work as a consultant clinical psychologist, working predominantly with children and families across Northern Ireland. For more than 30 years, Patricia has dedicated her life to public service and improving the lives of others. Her many outstanding achievements make her a wonderful role model for graduating students, indeed for all of us. Throughout her career, Patricia has always put people first, even in the most difficult of circumstances. As Director of Acute Services, she recognised that not all critical care patients would sadly survive, and she saw the absolute need for advocacy for bereavement support for families. And in doing so, she quickly became a transformational figure in this field. As the first chair of a critical care regional network, Patricia has pioneered services to address this need, and she continues to be a passionate advocate for bereavement support. Patricia is currently chair of the NI Bereavement Network, spearheading the development of a 10-year strategy for bereavement as part of a Living, Dying, Grieving initiative. This work will have a lasting legacy, and it is testament to her unwavering commitment to delivering specialist, dedicated services. Patricia is no stranger to challenging circumstances, and even more importantly, she is no stranger to providing inspirational leadership at such times. For example, she led the merging of services from 6 legacy health and social care trusts across Belfast into one. And she led on the embedding of the recommendations of the high-profile and important hyponatremia inquiry. Nothing, however, demonstrates Patricia's ability to provide inspirational leadership more keenly than her leadership of the COVID-19 vaccination programme across Northern Ireland. It is safe to say that Patricia has become a household name in respect of the delivery of this, the largest vaccination programme in the history of the health service. In Northern Ireland, the programme, led by Patricia, delivered 3.8 million vaccinations. From the outset, Patricia has been front and centre of this mammoth project, operating flawlessly under the highest levels of pressure and scrutiny imaginable. Whether it was by setting a direct example in getting her own vaccination, or by appearing on countless media platforms to aid further understanding and uptake of the vaccine, she never shied away from the responsibility of the task before her. Those who work closely with Patricia pay tribute to her inspirational leadership, alongside her quiet efficiency and dedication. The Health Minister, Robin Swan MLA, said, "Words cannot do justice to the work that Patricia did to deliver the rollout of the vaccination programme," as he praised her expertise, her commitment, and her boundless determination. But in the true style of an inspirational leader, Patricia has a wonderful generosity of spirit in recognising the contribution of others. Patricia is always quick to acknowledge that the vaccine rollout was very much a team effort. And despite her significant and central role, she always plays down her own contribution. Others, however, recognise Patricia's vital role, and she was awarded an OBE in the Queen's Birthday Honours list this year. Whilst Patricia allegedly retired some 7 years ago, she remains active in many capacities, often contributing to workshops on those that remain close to her heart, such as bereavement care and ethics. Her devotion to her work does not mean that she hasn't been able to find the time to try new things over the course of her career, such as taking a gap year to live in the Sorbonne and becoming fluent in French, or simply spending quality time with her family. Whether it be her time on her boat in Loch Earn, or making 100 bottles of apple jelly from a bumper orchard crop for family and friends, Patricia understands the importance of rest, relaxation, as a powerful aid to health and well-being. Because really, health and well-being are at the heart of everything that Patricia has done and continues to do. She has quietly, diligently, and with a passionate determination improved the lives of many, many people across Northern Ireland. Vice-Chancellor, in the name of Senate, I present Patricia Donnelly for the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa.
Patricia Donnelly, in the name of the Senate, I present to you the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa. I call upon Professor Gallagher, Head of the Doctoral College, to present candidates.
Vice-Chancellor, in the name of the Senate, I present to you candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences, Shauna Ellen McGill. Stephanie Louise Conn. Marjorie McKay. Louise Rainey. Vice-Chancellor, this concludes presentation of candidates from the Doctoral College.
I call upon Professor Curran, Executive Dean of the Faculty of Life and Health Sciences, to present candidates.
Vice-Chancellor, in the name of the Senate, I present to you candidates for the degree of Master of Pharmacy. Megan Rose Brennan. Billy Jody Brown. Tia Louise Kate Collins. Grace Conneely. Kaylin May Diver. Megan Kate Finnan. Siobhan Foy. Emily Gallagher. Andrea Martina Gavin. Nora Gibbons. Christine Margaret Hay. Lauren Henry. Heather Johnson. Kiva Alana Keenan. Fatima Khan. Aoife Kearns. Roisin Lavin. Siobhan Ann Lyons. Bethany Maxwell. Alison Catherine McDonnell. Aoife Rafferty. Mercy Jiso Tufunme Adalaki. Sarah Barr. Kieran Doyle. Hugh Gallen. Donal Grimley. Martina Keenan. Cassie Jane McCulloch. Andrew James McKee. Martin McPeak. Catherine Mary McShane. Karen Mulgrew. Roisin Neal. Daniel Olatunji. Sanas Aramade. The degree of Master of Science in Advanced General Dental Practice, Mohammed Anas Al-Kosti. Mohammed Yaman Al-Nukta. Sabrine Abdulrahman Akuptob. Gina Bashir. Halit Dervis. Mohammed Kabir. Tavisha Kashyap. Ahmed Mohammed Niji Rahab Hari. Haisam Khan. Sumna Sundar Mantha. Kanyupriya Modi. Momin Mohammed Hamid Mohammed. Anira Omatula Owuturu. Vishnu Pradeep. Wiliat Rai. Priya Roy. Sabine Ha Sultana. John Prabhakar Thomas Jayasilan. Pratichi Tripathi. Asina Mehar Anasbin. Arjun Haig and Caddy. Muhammad Jihanseb Saif Odin Fahad. The degree of Master of Science in Clinical and Diagnostic Oral Sciences, Ala Aldali. The degree of Master of Science in Facial Aesthetics, Agata Chinovska. The Postgraduate Certificate in Molecular and Pharmaceutical Analysis, Natalie Orr. Orla Bernadette McGuigan. The Postgraduate Certificate in Pharmaceutical Analysis, Homar Gohar. The the degree of Master of Science in Pharmaceutical Biosciences, Rachel Marie Connor. Brona Teresa McElroy. Owen McMullen. Anita Celestine. Stephanie Margaret Spratt. Jack Noah Jeffrey Wright. Samuel Robert Buckley. Priya Chudal. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Applied Pharmaceutical Sciences, Tiernan Frances McGinn. Slavka Bergova. Ryan Corbett. Andrew Cullen. Sarah Curran. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Pharmaceutical Studies, Joel Annett. Vice-Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of candidates from the Faculty of Life and Health Sciences.
Thank you, Professor Curran, for presenting candidates. I call upon Professor Durkin, Executive Dean of Ulster University Business School, to present candidates.
Vice-Chancellor, in the name of the Senate, I present to you candidates for the degree of Master of Science in International Business, Claire Wilson. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Consumer Management and Food Innovation and Diploma in Professional Practice, Catherine Bell. Ellie Edgar. Hilary Martha Elizabeth Fagan. Grace Gilmore. Kerry Grant. Alexandra Jean Hare. Senuri Jaya Singer. Erin McCann. Rose McGuigan. Cora Mullen. Molly O'Kane. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in International Travel and Tourism Management and Diploma in Professional Practice, Holly Catherine Hume. Sarah Catherine McCartney. Emma McGinn. Shannon Madeline Nethery. Chloe Amanda Stewart. Sarah Louise Thompson. James Cowan. Georgia Gilmore. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Leisure and Events Management and Diploma in Professional Practice, Aoife McGowan. Chloe Nichol. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Consumer Management and Food Innovation, Maura Jane Creelman. Niamh Monan. Rebecca Scott. Sinead Vallely. Aoife Bean. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in International Travel and Tourism Management, Anna Kirsty Myrtle Cameron. Kayla Elizabeth Daly. Maeve Finn. David Masters. Chloe McGregor. Matthew Devlin. Kieran Diven. Anya Jane Donaghy. Laura Beth Harbinson. Rachel Henderson. Anya Kelly. Nontobeko Lutholi. Erin McCloy. Glenn John McCreary. Courtney McGee. Megan O'Hare. Zara Polly. Gregory Sanderson. Olivia Wengler. Tori Beth Carson. Dervla Doherty. Victoria McGlinchey. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Leisure and Events Management, Lisa Boyle. Shannon Donnan. Con McGee. Elizabeth Murphy. Gemma Conway. Meg Deely. Jessica Hamilton. Kennedy Hill. Vice-Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of candidates from the Ulster University Business School.
Thank you, Professor Durkin, for presenting candidates. I call upon our honorary graduate, Dr. Donnelly, to address the congregation on behalf of those who have been presented.
Thank you. Thank you, Vice-Chancellor, members of Senate, members of Council, and congratulations, the graduating class of 2022. I'm honoured and grateful to be here with you today to share these important moments. And from a long career, take it from me, time can be measured in minutes, but it's definitely defined by moments and memories such as today. So do take the time to relish it, as I'm already doing. I want to speak first of all about the COVID-19 vaccination programme, because it was a superhuman effort by an army of people, and it was my privilege to lead. In my 45 years in the health service, often in trying and challenging roles, I've never seen commitment like it. I've never seen the energy, the efficiency, the compassion brought to bear in such a way. Right from the outset, no matter how difficult the ask, the answer was always yes. To the many volunteers and students, and I am so pleased to see the pharmacy graduates here today, because right at the heart of the success of the programme was pharmacy in the vaccination centres, supporting general practice, and in community pharmacy. They were the cornerstone of that success, and they'll continue to be over this winter and autumn and into next year. So delighted, thank you so much. But I'm also very aware that there were many volunteers and students who did come and help us. And I know I've talked to some of you in the vaccination centres, and those were memorable moments. And we all have stories to tell of that. People who came on their Zimmers, people who cried when they were vaccinated, mothers who'd just given birth to their babies and got vaccinated at that point. It was unbelievable. We have delivered nearly 4 million doses. I still watch the dashboard. We're about 60,000 off 4 million. And it's an amazing experience. So words of thanks can never be enough for all of you who contributed to that. You're now part of history. You saved lives, you prevented harm, you unlocked lives. That was a very moving thing to see people whose lives started to change and improve, and they were given hope for a better future. That experience was painful, it was life-affirming, it was emotional, and it was unforgettable. But I'm only here for 2 reasons. I was in the right place at the right time to undertake that important leadership role, and I was only able to achieve it because of that amazing team, and also a supportive family. You cannot live without those things. Graduating in 1976, on this campus. For you, it's an unimaginable long time ago. It was the start of an amazing professional life for me. And to all the new graduates here today, our leaders of the future, I just want to echo the words of the Vice-Chancellor in his opening address to you. Your talent and commitment has never been more needed in a world of unprecedented challenges. And my advice to you, from my own experience, is be ambitious. Nothing in life is worthwhile if you don't take risks. Say yes, problem solve your way through, even if you think you can't do it, and learn from failure. You learn more actually from the successes. Start with the end in mind and be focused, but above all, have fun. My professional life has been enjoyable and enormous fun despite the challenges. And a final thanks to all the unsung heroes in the room, our families and friends. Whether it's the pandemic or an academic life, our families quietly support us to keep us going. And my thanks are to my husband, Mike. I'm going to go all Oscar now, apologies for this. Michael Donnelly, who kept me fed, watered and safe, and my sister Linda, who kept me sane. On your behalf, I thank all the families and friends who've supported all of us along the way and are here to celebrate with us today. But to you, graduating class of 2022, I say go out and conquer the world. It's waiting for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Donnelly, for that address and certainly those messages of have fun and go conquer the world. I think that'll be my quote for the week, I think, perhaps for the year. Thank you. I now call upon Holly Hume, a new graduate in the Ulster University Business School, to propose a vote of thanks.
Vice-Chancellor, academic staff, fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, I am honoured to speak to you today on behalf of those graduating from Ulster University. If any of you have read the Dr. Seuss book, I Can Read With My Eyes Shut, you will be familiar with the quote, the more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you will go. As an international travel and tourism management graduate, I can associate myself with this expression as I look forward to the next step in my journey, both educational and personal. The preceding years leading up to this significant day has allowed me time to reflect on my life here as a student at Ulster University. Initially, what drew me to my course was the way in which it stood out from the rest. Ulster University ranks first in the UK for its hospitality, leisure and tourism courses, so this was the obvious choice for myself, and I'm sure many of my fellow classmates. On top of this, our degree course offered a year of work placement where we were able to use the transferable skills from our course to really excel in our studies, and this has since opened up doors to allow us to gain graduate employment within the travel and tourism industry. Attending Ulster University can provide many other exciting opportunities too. A personal highlight of mine was getting involved firsthand with my course as a class representative, which led to the opportunity to work at the Open Championship in Royal Portrush as a marketing intern. During this time, I got to meet local and international golf personalities such as Rory McIlroy, Darren Clarke, and Tiger Woods. I also had the opportunity to be the faculty representative for the Ulster University Business School in 2019, where I got to work closely with other students from different faculties around the 4 different campuses where I have now made friends for life. Looking back, many of us here today have had an extraordinary educational experience brought about by attending Ulster University during the pandemic. From this experience alone, it has taught us resilience and how to adapt in challenging times. It has also resulted in all of us becoming experts in a certain platform that rhymes with broom, which I will not get into as it may stir up any negative learning and teaching experiences we had online. Many of us might not have been expecting to graduate in person this year, so to be here celebrating all our fantastic achievements in person today is almost a celebration in itself. At this point, I would now like to take the opportunity on behalf of the fellow graduates here today to thank the deans, our lecturers, and the supporting staff. Without your ongoing support throughout our academic careers, we simply would not be where we are today. I would also like to thank our family and friends for their support and guidance, which allowed us to devote our full commitment to our studies. Every graduate here today will be beginning to follow different paths, some going back into education, some heading into graduate employment, some unsure of what lies ahead for them. but we are all here today to celebrate how far we have come, and that is something to be so immensely proud of. Despite the challenges we have faced over the last few years, the fact that we are sitting here today is an accomplishment that no one can ever take away from us. We have worked through it, and we are the final product of hard work and dedication, and we should be so proud. Congratulations to the class of 2022.
Thank you, Holly, for your vote of thanks, and I was particularly struck by your words and how they resonated with that sense of community that we have here at Ulster University, and the joint efforts of students amongst the cohorts, and not just as individuals, and the vital role of that community of staff and students that have made the last 2 to 3 years possible. So thank you very much for that. I now declare this graduation ceremony closed and invite the new graduates to join the academic procession. Please rise.